Okay. Naam, swadakta ni jioni njema ambayo tena tunakuja ama tunajikabidhi mbele yenu tukisema show ama bonge la onyesho ni moja tu nchini Kenya ama ulimwenguni. Pengine siku yako imekuwa ya huzuni, pengine siku yako imekuwa ya kuboesha, hauja kuwa na furaha. Sisi hapa hivi Obinna Show live tuko tayari kukupatia mcheketo ama kukupa mafunzo. Wacha tusemezane nanyi. Tusemezane nanyi. Yaani siku hizi Kiswahili. Huwi! Nick, umeanza tu mapema. Na kuona hapa, mimi nimeonyeshwa. Anyway, sisi tuko tayari kukuletea mafunzo ama mcheketo ama discussion ya ile ambayo itakupatia roho. Si ndio? So, wale wetu mafansu wetu ambao wanatutizama hapa hivi, angalia tu ni muda wa saa 3 na tuko tayari kukupatia huo mcheketo ama mafunzo. Fedi Mutiri anasema iwake, asante sana. Beatrice Karimi waiting. Mutihi TV.
Aya.
Muhui TV hi. Beatrice Karimi.
Ndio umeanza?
Ndio tumeanza.
Sahi.
Nimechange nikawasha.
Kijana chap. Siku hizi mambo ni live.
Tunajifunza tu. So, ukiona mtu akifanya kitu unajifunza.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Shukrani.
By the way, unajua inafaa kujifundisha skill ya nini? Kuedit.
Kuedit nini?
Editing videos with the computer. See in short. Si CapCut.
Tarakilishi.
Adobe Premiere Pro.
Tarakilishi na nishinda kutumia kidogo.
By the way, would you kutumia like computer like fully?
Sijui.
Oh. And you're just shouting it?
Sasa muficha uchi asai. Sasa si nimeshout ndio mtu ajue. Si umejua sasa. Sijui kabisa completely.
You should nini?
Lakini uzuri za computer zika hapa chini. Tarakilishi ndio hizi zimejaa huko. Sasa pia siwezi enda kufunya fua tu huko. Ndabonyeza kidude kibaya iharibike. Kiharibika kale bundo na kitabu. So unajua sasa tena hapo ndio shida iko.
Ati kale?
Na kitabu.
Kitabu imedu?
Ukiharibu kitu.
Oh, black book. By the way, black book nani nini Miles haja nini ile black book?
Sikale bwa kuna kitabu watu ukipasua glasi hasa kuweka huko.
By the way, waliaka ile glasi ulipasua?
Mimi nilipasua. Pamela.
Wewe na Pamela. By the way, watu wamelimana na Pamela leo kwa show wakapasua kikombe mpaka glasi kakata huyo mguu.
Sasa bosi, hiyo ni kitu tu ya kufurahia.
By the golf unaanza kucheza lini?
Ulinifunza mara moja.
It's a very expensive game though.
Sasa unaona unaniuliza kitu ni expensive.
It's a very expensive game. Because unapata kama kwenda kucheza kwa golf club unaweza lipa between 1,000 to 10,000. It depends which golf club. To buy the complete golf set is about 500,000 if you get a good golf set. But bado unaweza patana na 100, 150 zile mzee. Haya, luku. Unajua nilikuwa nimeenda kubai shati South Africa ya golf, nimeenda kwa shop. Sawa, hao wako na shop, unaingia ni shop upstairs, downstairs, nika supermarket na vitu tu za golf. Nikaenda hivi nikachukua shati nikaangalia pesa nika convert. Kama 10,000. No, ilikuwa 16,000. Nikamwambia kwani mimi ni fala ninunue shati ya 16,000? Niliachana nao nikarudi nikanunua nyingine hapa 5K.
Ai.
Ile yangu iko na lines hivi ya white.
Yeah,
And that was the cheapest kwa hiyo place. Walai.
Kwani si uwezi nunua kando uende nayo ndani?
Unaweza nunua kando. I mean, so sometimes when ukiplay football, unataka kuvaa nguo ya Manchester, ama Arsenal, inategemea na timu una support. So kama pia sisi pia, when you're golfing, there's a way you want to look, there's a way you want to feel. So like me, I always want to look good. I want to feel good when I'm playing golf. I want to smell nice. So I'll put on a very nice, expensive watch, very nice, expensive gloves, a very nice, expensive shirt, nice belt, nice trouser, expensive shoes. Zile vitu zangu za golf unajua pesa ngapi? Ni over 30,000. Na niliwa na chesang. Na nimeshindwa kununua ingine.
Sasa
nimeulizia nikasema
wakati hiyo itaharibika ndio utapata nafasi. Eti umeshindwa nafasi. Juu sasa hii bado iko.
Niko na zingine za golf but si mwecheche kama hii. But I need to buy actually. Kuna ingine hapo, wacha nikuonyeshe. Sasa hii ni 17k. I think ni 17. I'll say 17. Let me show you. So golf also is a very, this one. Ding, cheki. Cheki hiyo kiatu.
Iko na sipu.
Cheki hiyo kiatu sasa. Naiona hiyo. Ndio hiyo sasa umeipata? Sasa I think it's 17. If not 17 is 27. Between the two, either 27 or 17. Moto bro. Moto sana. Sasa hiyo
na hizo upao za kupiga mpira hizo.
Hizo si upao, zinaitwa set. That's what I told you said the clubs. So nimekwambia a good one is like 500,000. There are people who even buy it up to $1 million plus. Ziko very expensive. Kama ile pata kuna kale ka kugonga ball pale na ngine inaingia kwa shimo. Ya chesang ni kituka 150k moja hiyo. Hiyo ya kugonga timba kingie pale kwa shimo. Ni spider, nitoa spider.
Niko na swali. Kwa mfano ile siku venye ukuna nifunza golf huko. Ningevunja hiyo kijiko.
Niwaezi vunjika hivyo ovyo but inaweza vunjika pia.
So
it's a good game but it's expensive, but you meet very good people. Like me, I've met very good people. I've made money actually. By now I think ile golf set yangu ile nilibuy ishajilipia sahi. Kwa biashara tu nimepata kwa golf. Na ndo nimeanza, I'm on my 4th month bro and I'm playing beautifully. If I play for 1 year, inshallah, hopefully my plan is by December I want to be a single handicapper. Inamaanisha so ukianza kucheza golf unapatiwa namba mingi. So kuna wale wanaanzia 50, wanaanzia nini, mimi walinianzia 36.6. Nikacheza nikapeleka kadi 2. Kuna kadi ukicheza unaandika scores, nikapeleka 2 wakanirudisha mpaka 30. Nikaacha kurudisha kadi kwanza kidogo. But sasa nikirudisha narudi kitu kama 24, 20 something. Na nikirudisha hizo kadi by December nitakuwa nacheza namba 7, 5, 4, 3, labda hata 1. Yani the more you get better the more nini ina reduce.
Iende mbele ina reduce.
Ukicheza vibaya inapanda, ukicheza vizuri ina reduce. So it's a good game. You guys should think about it. By the way, for everybody here, golf is not just for the rich people. You can start with hizo golf club hizo zingine. Na pia you can still hire them pale. I wish I knew that game mapema. And it's very addictive.
Sheria ziko pale.
No, sheria na ziko mingi.
Kofia, simu.
Taki, na kuna kushika simu wa clubhouse. Kuongea fua. Unataka tu kuongea fua, kukula pia fua pia kidogo punguza.
Hapana.
Sisi tumeenda na bwana amekula bwana. Ile kuku ile. Si tulikuwa nawe Nandi?
Si ndo nilicheza.
Nandi Bear. So now that's my home club. Tulikuwa mpaka na Kevo. Pale ile kuku bwana.
Tunarudi lini?
Bwana, we can go back
hata basi kukula. Unajua sasa utacheza siku.
Actually on Saturday, I think on Saturday I might be having a show in Nakuru. So if I'm having a show in Nakuru on Saturday, we can leave on Friday. Tuende Nandi. Nicheze Nandi golf. Then nirudi Saturday morning nicheze Nakuru tena. Then jioni tufanye show. Then on Sunday when you're coming back nicheze Naivasha. That's a plan actually. I think that's a plan, man.
It was nice doing a business with you. It was nice doing a business.
Nimekuona.
So unajua mimi kitu ni kukula bwana ile kuku alafu
I think tuende by the way we can go. Can go Kevo na twende na Kevo ni hasara.
Basi kama Kevo ni hasara na mimi si hasara basi. Wamesema wewe usijaribu kuniharibia.
No, wewe unaenda kazi, unajua Kevo endi kazi. Kevo ni kuslay na kudance ni za TikTok. Kevo ana edit reel moja for 1 month. Mpaka mimi ndo tena ninamueditia tena the same reel.
By the way, Kevo alikuanga hivi. Ati si tulikuwa kwa room na yeye. Na editia mdozi. Si chomi. Kevo sema tu kweli.
Kevo ana ban.
Reel moja. But anaiperfectisha.
Hiyo shot mumeweka mpaka na ya meza iko nje. Toa hiyo shot kabisa, msiwahi rudia hiyo shot tena. Hiyo iko sawa ya juu. Hiyo shot, sijui mnatumia hiyo shot ya Kevo. Hiyo plus na meza sijui nusu. Hizo vitu za nini pelekeni huko KBC. Hiyo shot haiwezi. Toa hiyo shot kabisa. Hii tuko tu, the tight shot is okay. It's getting the work done. Haya Dopamine. Wanasemaje hapo kwa comment?
Wametujoin kwa umbea.
Tupangane from Friday. Yes, I think Friday. Na akani niko free hata from Thursday. Mimi naanza hata Thursday. Thursday nipige kwingine Friday. Shida ni mko wengi. Wewe, Omosh, Munez, mimi, alafu ni mse wa reels. Either ni Kevo ama ni Sanji ama ni Freddy. That's 5 men, man. Traveling 5 men for 3 days. Na walisha, hey. Mimi tutapatana Nakuru.
Bosi mimi naweza kusema usiniache tu kusema ukweli.
Tutapatana Nakuru. Na by the way sasa unajua sasa tuko na 8 seater sasa. Sasa kila mtu anakaa kwa gari venye anataka sasa space. Sasa hakuna ati tunawacha mtu juu hakuna space. Juu range ilikuwa inalemewa na safari. Sasa safari inaingia kila mtu akae kwa kona yake vizuri.
Kweli hiyo gari iko na viti ngapi? 6.
8. 8 seater See 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8.
Lakini bosi
8 seater.
Ni Mungu gani unaombanga? Kwa sababu
huyu mmoja tu.
Basi Mungu.
Huyu mmoja tu. Davido. Pandisha.
Niko na swali. Huyu mgeni ametoka hapa huyu. Uko shua ni mwanaume?
Unge confirm tu.
Unajua nimekaa pale.
Ungepita hivi.
Nimekaa pale. Ameweka nyuma kwa uso yangu. Sasa mimi kugeuka hivi.
Sasa huyu ni ule jamaa mwenye anatupatia gari. Na anatupia gari tupatiane kwa hii fight ya kina Majembe. By the way, umenunua ticket? Ulifikiria utakuja for free?
Mimi si
baba umepush. Umepush.
1500.
Utangoja. Wewe inafaa ukae VIP, nunua ticket ya 1500 uende ukae enjoy. So unaenda kaa huko kwa nini wewe unaweza afford? Wacha ufala. Guys, by the way, for Obinna TV staff, if you're coming for the Vurugu fight to watch, you're gonna have to buy a ticket. There are no free tickets whatsoever. Free tickets tu ziko ni zile president alibuy na zile za Karauri. Na nikiweka link niseme guys, hii link iko na tickets. Kwanza hebu niangalie tickets za president. Tuna divide 2 million by 1.5 by 1000 to divide by 1500. That is 1333.3. So Kaleba anaweza 1303 people 0.3 Kaleba anaweza come. So
ni ndio nimepata. Dot ni ya Kaleba.
It's fine. So I'll put a link and I'll say tomorrow at exactly saa 7 nitaweka link ya tickets za president. Na nikiweka link zitakuwa 1333 tickets. And everybody can just download one. You can't download 2 of them. Hata ujaribu haitafanyika. So utaklik, unaweka namba yako ya simu papa, ina download, napata you've received your ticket from President Ruto nini to go and watch Vurugu ni boom. So my staff mukae rada. Nikiweka hiyo kama una pesa kununua, my staff mukae rada.
Just talk to me directly.
So nikiweka hiyo link, click. Alafu download ticket yako useme haya mimi niko nayo. Lakini kama unangoja niwape ticket ya bure,
unaweka lini sana?
Hii rent inafaa ilipwe. Ndawaambia. Haya. Wale wa Karauri, tuta activate ticket za Karauri ilikuwa worth 1 million. Kwanza acha tu calculate hiyo tuone tickets ngapi. So ni 1 million. So ni 666. Hey, that's an interesting number. 666. Okay. Niko na hizi zingine za Rehab, leta tu hizo, hata ina shida. Upatie Rehab. Rehab bado yuko?
Anaenda.
Haya, so mpatie tu hizi zake sasa.
Yes.
Aziko warm. Haya, so ndaeka hizo za Mheshimiwa Karauri tachukua. Then I will give Mheshimiwa Karauri the link. Nimwambie bosi, hii ndo link iko na ticket zako 666. Then Mheshimiwa Karauri ateka kwa page yake, aike kwa Facebook yake, ambia watu wake ni aje, watu wangu wa Kasarani, ndio hii link ya tickets niliwabaia, then mu download. Sema si ya Mama Boys. Mama Boys anasema na baya watu 400. Pia tunangoja. Tukipata hiyo maziwa hivi tuseme haya Mama Boys pia ameekelea maziwa yake. In fact, wacha ni text ule pia wake.
Munesi amenunua. Munesi amenunua ticket.
Munesi ananunua je ticket? Na penye naingia na mimi. So mimi naingia alafu Munesi baki njiga na ticket. Na umejua vizuri Munesi yuko mavutani. Anasema boji. Sasa mimi watu wa hii town si tunabaki huku. Nabaki huko nje. Anyway, so ya Mama Boys pia will buy and I'll give Mama Boys ataweka kwa Facebook na seme mavijana wangu ndio hizi tickets nimebaya 400 people, ndio hii link u download. So automatically, by the way, if now we have ngoja kidogo. So we have 666 people plus 1,333 plus 400 people. That's already 2,399 people. Na naambia mununue ticket na munaenda hivi. Now, minus 5,000. Is only 2,000 people remaining. Now actually by then the tickets are 50% sold out. Nilisahau kuambia. Why?
Kwa hivyo ni mbaya.
Wala hizo tickets zimeshaenda. By that wacha niwekee hiyo poster. Guy, tickets zishaenda pale, ni mbaya. Karibisha watu.
Guys, mumesikia ni mbaya, hata si tunanunua. Wenye mlikuwa mmesema ati hapa niongeleeko na bosi. Pia mimi nanunua tiketi. Ni mbaya. So tununue tiketi.
No, hata usiponunua ni sawa. Usiponunua it's fine. We mwenyewe utaka chini ujiambie I wish ningenunua pale. Haya. Tiko.
Haya, sawa. Nasema Emily Songi, asante sana. Delight, asante sana. Happy Clara, bado yangu. Link iko tu hapo, bonyeza. Sipi,
kidude.
Pia we bonyeza kidude uchukue tiketi. Shamvu, msome comments hapa. Nimesoma. Juu sasa tumesema tiketi, mmetutuma kwa comment. Sawa. Felicitas Mutuku anasema nitanunua. Asante sana. Martin, Mr. Favor anaingia. Dennis Mungai huko Chivi. Pia sisi huko Chivi. Asanteni sana manse. CTV Kenya. Simkuje. Emukuria Drake. Bosi Emukuria Drake ni?
Sijui kwa ni wapi. Muulize rora kushosini kwao.
Vic Dopamine, leta Nyango Lupanga kwa show.
Nyango Lupanga nani?
Ule msichana na alikuwa ananiambia nimpige nione chenye atafanya. Sasa hata ndio mmemwona tu mara ya kwanza jamani. Utaka kuniweka kwa hot soup. Josiah Eunice. Sikuna live stream ya match. Bosi, ile ni
utakuwa na live stream but utakuwa na pay per view, so you will pay some money. So the ones who will not be able to make it, you'll pay some money to get to watch the match. So usiogope.
Ile ni ya nini kwa wapi?
My mistakes. Msee mwenye alinishutia my mistakes anaitwa Iano. Alinigonga, nilimlipa pesa, then akakuja na cameras 5. Apparently none of his cameras were recording.
Na huko kuchuma gote venye alikuwa anatembeza.
Mpaka ile GB yote hivi alikuwa anachukua footage kwa kina Deba, watu walikuwa wanafanya behind the scenes. Alini waste vibaya sana. So guys, if you are ever shooting something and you have a guy called Iano, don't use that guy. He's a con man and he'll cost you money for no reason. So I was to make him pay for it. But I did my mathematics, nikaona pesa natumia kumnyanyasa ni mingi kuliko pesa na nikaamua nimwachie Mungu, which is even worse. Nimwachie sagodi. And me, my God always comes through. God atadil tunaye, mtaona tu very soon. Sooner or later in the year mtasikia tu, oh, there's a way God always fights for me somehow. So nilimwachia, nikaomba, nikamwambia Mungu, mmeona cha amenifanyia, nimemwacha. And I forgave him like that. So well, but it's called Iano.
Kuna watu wesu wa machongumu bayi. Yani kwa hiyo umati yote ukaamua kuja na
kamera. No, alikuja, he just did a poor job. Yeah. Now he thinks I'm a win, but bro, we are just starting. Actually, Butita is the one who recommended him. Butita lembe, you can use this guy because if I need to me ole wa YY. Butita kanambia hata huyu ni mpoa, tuka negotiate nini, tukaongea nini. Nikamwambia nani kijana, nikasema that is why I normally have a very big problem with young people. Most young people, you just expect them to do something, you pay them, they never deliver. And that's why nowadays I'm very sensitive with my contracts. Me, I sign contracts. Bro, unakam kuniletea hii pencil, tunaandika contract. Na tunaandika usipoleta. Tio, bro, you know me. No, I don't know you like that. It's just business. Magi. Sidapa matisendu lete mgeni. Magi ni kama ameenda kuleta helicopter. Davido. Pandisha.
Obinna, you need to be here.
I am. Check it, guys.
This is Obinna Show Live. Coming to you live from Obinna TV Studios.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is another fire episode of Obinna Show Live. Most definitely coming live to you from Obinna TV Studios. This is a show where I bring you the who, we discuss with them the what and the why. If you're just tuning in, you've missed. Johnny the hairdresser was here. Yep, and Dopamine is still shooketh. Umewek peace? Johnny ni Morio.
Sijamini bado. Kwa sababu ile nini nyepesi.
Nini nyepesi?
Si nimekuambia nilikuwa nimekaa hapo, akanigongesha makalio. Ni nyepesi.
Umeguza makalio za Johnny?
Sikugusa, ilikuwa by mistake tu, venye naweza jigonga hivi kwa.
Hey!
Wewe sio Johnny.
Watch it.
Kwa mfano nijigonge kwa power bank, ndafili ni ngumu. Ile ni nyepesi hata kuliko.
So umejigonga kimakosa kwa mafrr za Johnny. By the way, wanaume wako na mafrr kweli?
Hiyo ni makalio. Kwa mwanaume ni makalio. Lakini ile yake, ile sio makalio.
Ni mafuru.
Ile ni mafuru mbani.
Yeah, so Johnny was just here, and before him we also had another interesting gentleman. Catch up with that one. After this, we're going to be having helicopter ndeke ya Modhanga. But for now, for the first time on Obinna Show Live, Makofi tafadhali, Eriko is in the building.
Thank you very much.
Karibu sana, man.
Asante.
Unajua huyu ni mtu wa kufurahisha ndege bwana. Pilot huyu. Na si ile ya aviator. Muzi pilot. Ndani pilot ni wembamba. Oh, by the way, you gotta defend yourself, bro.
Something I'm working on. It's not my ideal size, but I'm still legal, so I pass my medicals every year. So I'm fit to fly. Yeah.
Pilot wa helicopter ama
ndege tu hizi kubwa boing
kama ile nilienda nayo Kisumu.
Hiyo sasa. Ndio huyu
Pleasure to be here,
na
Pleasure to be here.
Karibu sana. Pleasure to have you as well.
Operation is beautiful.
Yeah.
You have a proper operation.
Asante.
Yeah.
Asante. Nimeona episode yetu imeenda live.
Yeah.
I was on his podcast, pia kuna podcast yake. Tulipiga, when was it?
That was on Friday.
On Friday.
Friday evening.
Leo tu like the last one now. Tulipiga my story.
Amazing episode. Every other time with Eric on YouTube.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Go check it out. I called my mom on the show. It nearly got me emotional because we started talking about the struggles to go through. And my mom remembers all of them, Maze. So every other time with Eric, check it out on YouTube. Enjoy mimi nikikuwa interviewed. But sasa leo ni wewe umekaa hiyo side nyingine.
In the hot seat.
Mambo ichemuke.
Such a pleasure.
Alikuwa anauliza.
Mimi alikuwa na interview.
Sawa sawa.
Mambo ni live.
Siacha nimkaribisha na kinywaji.
Of course.
Mgeni.
How you doing, man?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
And
too.
nice to know you.
Nice to know you too.
When I grow up, I want to be pilot.
Awesome. Karibu sana.
Ati when you grow up you want to be final. Dapo man. Wacha kudanganya wageni kwa hiki kipindi. Pilot mgani na certificate ya class 8? No, unaweza piga aviator. Hiyo iko sawa. Hiyo iko sawa. Si tulisema kwa hii shot na keep it 100. Tudanganyani.
Acha tu niende direct kwa kitu nilifaa kusema.
Very good. Wewe peana kinywaji. Wacha mambo ya when I grow up. Wewe ni mzee.
Eric.
Yes, sir.
Mimi sasa naitwa Dopamine, huyu ni mdosi wangu.
Okay.
Na mimi kazi yangu hapa ni kukusaidia na kinywaji. Kwa maana gumzo inahitaji kopa la maji.
Okay.
Sasa tuna kinywaji kama maji ya fufu tende, sarubati, soda ya Coca-Cola, Fanta na still water. Na pia kwa mkono wangu wa kulia tuna vinywaji kama Black Label, tuko na alcohol, Belaire, Mateli na Hennessy.
Ili retire, maybe I just have some still water.
Still water.
Yeah.
Sawa sawa.
Asante.
Still water iko kwa wingi, tumeweka kwa friji ya double door. Wacha niende nikulete, at least tu enjoy.
Asante sana.
Karibu.
Ati tumeweka kwa friji ya friji ya double iko wapi? Wacha kudanganya wageni. Hatujafika huko bado, but tutafika inshallah. In the next 1-2 months kitchen yetu itakuwa iko na friji, iko na microwave, itakuwa iko sawa. But for now itabidi nimepambana nako ka friji kadogo. Ako kanaitwa mini fridge.
Hiyo friji iko na sheria na kuambia saa hii.
Of course.
Ni ngumu hata mimi kufikia friji.
Very good. Wewe unaingia kwa friji ya ofisi yangu kufanya nini?
But
sana wewe. You are a suspect.
Siku hizi siko. Nilikuwa suspect siku ya kwanza, siku vinywaji ilipotea kwa friji. Nikakuwa suspect. Haya, wewe unakunywa gani?
Niko sawa, thank you very much.
Kajuisi baridi.
Niko sawa, thank you very much.
Ni mbaya.
And goodbye, God bless you. Tembea na Yesu.
Amen.
Yote mgeni kinywaji.
Obinna
Sawa,
live.
Yes man, definitely man.
Pleasure.
Definitely. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Jama wa Lang'ata.
Yeah.
LA. How was it kulelewa Lang'ata? Unajua nyinyi watu mezaliwa Nairobi nyinyi.
This guy has done his research, eh?
Nyinyi mnatupeanga pressure hapa. You are Bontao.
Yeah, I grew up in Nairobi Dam Estate till about age of 9. Yeah. Pretty typical stuff, Nairobi stuff, nothing so amazing.
Okay.
And then at some point, my mzee advanced, so we moved also. But Lang'ata was some fond memories there. Playing football, riding bikes. Of course, the influence of aircrafts flying over into Wilson Airport.
By the yani umekuwa pilot na ulikuwa hapo Lang'ata by the.
The dream started there. Of course, other influences, my families in the career, but also seeing aircraft, I was always curious.
So dad is also a pilot.
My uncles. Yeah.
So definitely alikuwa anakuambia, no, you need to do this.
It was actually the swagger, man. You know, they'd come visit, and I remember my uncle had a 2-door Trueno. Then the lights used to come like this. And he had a wood grain steering wheel. So when he'd come in the house, we'd go inside the car. It had a sunroof. A sunroof back then was like... So I'd always be like, okay, this guy, what does he do? He's a pilot. When I grew up, the swagger for me was just too much.
So you became a pilot because of the swag?
The swag, yeah.
and that's interesting.
Also to escape, I'm not an office kind of guy. Always trying to move and shake, so the office would not have panned out for me.
Me too, maze. Mi kukaa kwa ofisi. Mi niko na ofisi hapa, I rarely sit there. Mi naenda kutafuta pesa. Niko zile wewe kaa hapo. Niko napitia 2-10 minutes, lakini nimekaa tu kwa ofisi like the whole day. I start feeling bored, man.
Yeah.
Maybe you are like that type of dude, eh?
Yeah. For me, I didn't see myself. And of course, like we discussed on my episode with you, usanii pia ilikuwa ndani. I always wanted to be a msanii of sorts, but there was not enough room for expression. So like flying was almost like a version of escaping the normal kind of setup.
The normal kind of setup.
Yeah.
Siblings?
I have, we're 5, so I have 4 siblings. 3 brothers, 1 sister.
Siblings muda hesabingi mpaka yeye?
No, siblings is the ones who are related to me. Yeah.
Mimi naipiga yote. Obinna siblings 4, man. Ngumu unasema 3 plus me now.
No, it's, you count the...
See, we are 4 together.
So your siblings are 3? Yeah.
Sifa.
3.
I'm not my
Unless you're related to yourself.
Of course, man. I'm not my sibling. Oh, wow. Okay. That's interesting. I also saw that later you formed a band.
Yeah.
When family kidogo ilikuwa na mushkil. That was the escape route.
100%.
Kwa msanii.
Hey, you've done your homework. Yeah, so my early teens,
Yeah.
of course I liked music. I grew up listening to hip hop and rock. Capital FM used to play a lot of rock back in the day. So I grew up next to some neighbors who are from a very musical family. Jazz Odongo, Shak Odongo, I'm sure you've heard of them.
So the Odongo family.
Yes, they introduced me to guitar, keyboard, and singing. So I used to sing. I was the lead singer of a band called Metanoia.
Return from evil to good.
Change from evil to good.
From metanoia.
Although then we were still good. I was still a good guy. I had not yet double there.
Who came up with that name?
One of my bandmates, he's called Zam.
Used to eat a bad metanoia.
You know, that time we were Shpiri, because they were a church family. Yeah? So we were very influenced by that whole thing. We were trying to be godly, Christian. So metanoia, we were trying to change people from evil to good. Not that we were the ones changing.
Oh. Yeah, but that's an interesting name.
I think it's Hebrew or Greek.
Mulikuwa na mashow kweli na hii bandi yenyu?
Yeah, we performed. That's how I met Esther. You know Esther?
Esther was a fire rapper.
Yeah, Nairobi Baptist Church. Birthed a lot of stars, actually. So I met Esther, Giuliani back then. They are the first guys who gave us a platform.
Yeah, okay.
We did a thing called Soul Nairobi. We went around Nairobi churches. We'd perform, there was a concert, and then we'd clean up like the neighborhood. So it was like an initiative.
Okay.
So, yeah, a few people came from that Nairobi Baptist environment.
Yeah.
Because back then, who was going to give you a stage to perform? Mainly churches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I get a serviette? Yeah, perfect.
Kwanza is gospel.
Thank you very much. Bright lights, eh? In Vegas.
Yeah. In Vegas, mazee. Ukiwa hapa nani usijua ni saa ngapi mpaka utoke. God damn, guys, what's the time, man? Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. And then how was the transition from Langata to St. Mary's? Because St. Mary's is also a very, is it shule ya kujaribu?
So I started in Consolata first. So when I was...
Consolata UST?
Yeah. Very good school. I'd say most of my good manners, the good side, the disciplined side, the respectful side was birthed in Consolata. Very orderly, respect your elders, do your homework, be studious, groom well. And then I was sent to St. Mary's, boys' school. First time where there are no chicks to impress. And then it coincided with puberty. So, saints were goons, man. You can imagine our former president came from that environment. And
Magunzi.
Also,
who
were rowdy. Unye was a saints guy.
Unye ametoka St. Mary's?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Ndugu zanguni.
Some legends from there. Lupita did her IB there.
Lupita?
Yeah, Lupita Nyong'o.
But I think umesema ni boys school.
IB had girls as well. So from 1 to 4 boys, actually class 1 to form 4 boys, then IB 1 and 2, which is like pre-university, they're allowed for girls.
Hapo kwa IB umetupoteza na career. Niko la kunaongea story ya computer, man. IBM, IB.
Sorry.
What's IB?
International Baccalaureate. It's like pre-university.
Hiyo singe guess mimi hata.
Yeah.
Hiyo iko kwa CBC, sisi ni wa CBC na 844. Yeah, si ni class 8 from 1 to form 4. Either fanya deep kole, ingia poli, ama usonge kwa nini. Ya hii yenyu ya IB. Ati umeita baccalaureate?
Something like that.
Okay. Who else was in that school?
Alumni, John Alanamo, Biko Adima. Of course, famous rugby school, Jeff Koinange. Yeah.
You.
Myself. Yeah, it was a Sajid Vayani Coffee Pump podcast. Yeah, some legends.
Higher. Since now we're dropping names of the ones who went to our schools, let me return the favor. So Chulaimbu Boys High School, the legends from that school, Oga Obinna,
Number 1.
Obinna. Steve.
Byron. Byron, my producer, remember?
Yeah. I'm talking about legends, bro. But I think it's just me and Timeless Noel. By the mean, Timeless Noel ndo tulienda Chulaimbo. Korir, on to you. West Pokot High School.
I schooled in a very small school, it's only me.
It was only you. How? Kevo? Langata? Langata High School. Watu wagani walienda huko Wazito?
Wazito. Mariga.
Mariga.
Sister Mariga.
System. Umesema Mariga na sister yake alienda huko. Nini? St. Mary's is a very good school, eh? Ni Kibombe.
It is, I guess, still now. By the time I was there, it was not, of course, I've talked about Kinahunye. By the time I was there, it was nowhere near the standards of back then. Still a good school, but you cannot compare. The same fate that befell like the Lenanas of this world, where we'd hear that Lenana, Alliance, Patch, back in the day were like creme de la creme.
Yeah.
Over time, I think things didn't...
Tuligeuka.
Yeah, they were not as good, but still a very good school. The best thing about St. Mary's was they were not so academic. So you're kind of given freedom to become who you want to become. That's how you end up with such people, like Akalupita, you know. They are not hounding you about your grades. If you're good in sports, if you're good at the arts, go with it.
There are people who had that vision mapema. Some schools were just like, no, academia, we soma, weka kichwa chini. That's interesting. But what happened to these schools? Because I remember when I was growing up, bro, Nairobi School, St. Mary's, Nini, Kanga High School, Friends School, Kamusinga, Nini, they were the it school. So Juicy, me, I'm trying to convince my little guy to go to Patch. This guy's giving me mood swings of, you know, Dad, you know, that school was good in area, you know, what do you? I'm like, brother, hapa ndo penye unaenda, upende usipende. Na I understand, but as in the day, if someone just give you a chance, akwambie niaje, wacha hata hizo, tuende tu Jamu.
Those are very good schools.
Jamu, of all the schools back in the day, msa kwambie ingia Jamu, bro. Na venye Jamu ilikuwa sema goon, sasa back in the days, sasa kina jua kali. But nowadays, when you look at it, people say that kidogo zimechange kidogo. What happened?
Moi era, sorry?
Yeah.
Moi era, man. I think that the country as a whole was not doing too well. And all these institutions ended up being affected. I think it coincides.
Okay.
Sorry if you're sponsored by Kanu.
Man, you're messing my bread, bro. You're messing my bread. You went to school, Malizard. Did you do the IB thing?
No, I just did Form 4.
Ukatondokea?
Yeah.
Then where did you go to next?
So after Form 4, I enrolled at flight school after about a year. So I think I've shared my story. I struggled with booze, famously. Yeah, from a very young age, actually. So
young age?
My 15.
You started drinking at 15?
Properly.
Kwani babako hakuwa anakukanyaga?
I was kind of, like a lot of things were happening at the time. So I kind of got away with it for quite a while until it became like too apparently clear, like, wait a minute, this guy he's drinking quite a bit.
Who made you test your first booze? Do you remember?
I remember, of course, I always say the stars aligned. So typical experimental age, you're 13, 14, you just joined high school. So everyone wants to start, kuonja over the weekend, coinciding with a few challenges I was facing personally at home. A kid, you don't understand certain things. And the first time I drank, I was like, whoa. I loved it gave me a reprieve from my problems, so to speak, my 14-year-old problems. Okay. So of course, it quickly became a habit. And by the time I was 16, 17, I was drinking more than an adult probably, today. Yeah.
Sio bado kwa high school?
High school, yeah.
Na ulikuwa unapiga mbaya. What were you drinking?
Iceberg. I don't remember Iceberg. Okay. Iceberg was like a counterfeit black ice. There was Furaha cane.
Hey, hizo masashe?
No, Furaha was plastic quarter. 55 shillings.
Unapiga flash.
So with 300 bob, you had form, you know, 2 furas, the quencher, the one for sucking. Sportsman was like, what, 90 bob?
Ulikuwa unavuta mpaka fade.
Yeah.
Wow, you are like in it fully.
Fully.
Ganja farmer?
No. Ganja, I'm a millennial, so ganja came after us. In our time, ganja was still like, wow. Umsara vuta bangi, it was still like, wow.
It was extreme.
It was extreme. Like, sasa umevuka, you've
Cross.
crossed.
Cross way, no, point of no return.
Point of no return.
In the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. So ulikuwa unakunywa kwa shule?
I always say, all my free time. So it's not like I was missing school because you're still in a home setup. You have to go to school. But like Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, hanging in school. Sometimes during games time. Like every free time in the context of a high school student. Yeah.
Where are you getting the money to buy the drinks?
Break money. Yeah. Remember, Fura was 55 bob. My break money was 50 bob. You compare that for the week, boss, you have form. Yeah.
Interesting. You are a day scholar, basically.
Yes, I was in day school.
So, para nakupeleka morning ama school bus?
I used to be dropped.
By the school?
No, by old man, by my father.
Aski ukinuka tei?
I think too impossible to imagine. Because at some point, by the time they realized, I could see a lot of, But you know, when you see us, you can't imagine that this guy is 14, 15 getting lit proper.
Me, akule neza kanyaga, neza uwa. Hey! Where? So when they found out, how did they find out?
So of course things start happening with alcohol. The typical problems, you're not living up to your potential, both in school. You change. When you start becoming dependent on something, you change. Yeah. So way more rebellious, can't handle any money. My grades are starting to take a dip, and I was a naturally very bright guy. So by the time when I was finishing high school is when I was like, wait a minute, this guy actually has a problem, like a proper issue.
Okay. What did they do?
So I went to rehab.
Viboko hazi kutembea?
But no, by the time I was in Form 4, man, I was this size, man, 6'3".
Mzee Baki.
I've not changed much, so I'm not saying that I would have fought anyone, but that ship had sailed.
Walifeel tu sahi kidogo tricky. Mkaongea huko juu.
Although I was being roughed up left, right, center by cops, those were drunken disorderlies, those kind of setups, yes, I was getting in squabbles.
Yani ulikuwa drunken disorderly na uko 17?
Mad.
Wale mnazaa watoto na mko na pesa mnaona? Guy. So ukapelekwa rehab?
Yeah.
Kafungiwa huko?
Yeah.
How long?
First time was 6 weeks.
That's just 1 month to
1 month, 2 weeks,
1 month, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Huko unadu?
So there's a program, you wake up, they have something called morning meditation, you go down. So they're trying to get you back into the routine of life. Because by the time you're going there, your patterns are off. Okay. You're a guy waking up at 1, sleeping at 5 in the morning. So they're trying to recalibrate you all around. And of course, teaching you about addiction. By the time I was there, I didn't know. I could understand, hey, mbona mimi napenda hiki kitu sana? Why is it that me and I wake up, I want it so bad? How come other people are not? So then now that's what you're told. By the way, this thing, what you're going through happens to people. It's not just you. It's actually a problem. But there's a way out. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's the first time you're told you have to quit for life.
You have to?
You have to quit for life. Hakuna kitu ya, I'll become a guy of 1 beer. I'm a 2 beers.
Yeah.
If you already crossed the point where we're having to put you behind somewhere for a period of time.
True.
Yeah.
Noma. So ukatoka hapo, you change manamo ka relapse then. Because relapse will happen by the way.
So relapse, it's actually part of the process.
Yeah.
For guys who are struggling with addiction, by the time you figure out your life somewhat, from the first time you stop, very few people actually stop and say, because at some point, life starts taking shape again. Najiambia, if I can do A, B, C, D, E, F, then surely I can handle my liquor. And then the liquor always teaches you the correct answer to that philosophy that you can't.
Like you think so? Let's see about it.
Yeah, let's see about it. And every time it gets worse. So you always pick up where you left off. It's not that now I was drinking 4 quarters. I'm not drunk for 2 years now. I'll just be a guy of 1 beer. You'll be a guy of 1 beer for 2 days maybe. Then of course things spiral. Yeah. So you have to keep learning. The message I'd say about addiction is it's a continuous process.
Yeah.
It requires a lot of grit, a lot of acceptance.
Yeah.
Because socially, man, who doesn't want to turn up, man? Most, think about even Kenyan society. Sherehe is part of it, man.
Sheria.
Sherehe, Sheria. Yeah.
But I think it's also a thing of just knowing what's your sherehe like. Like me, I do sherehe. I have had my sherehe moments. There are times I used to do a lot of club hoppings.
So,
But I never, I used to drink Fanta Orange. Since then until now, I even think I'm addicted to Fanta Orange.
what informed that? Remember on my show I told you dodged a bullet.
Exactly.
What?
You see, Upper, your grandfathers and other family members, for you, they succumbed to alcoholism. But you didn't see it as a point of. Now mine was that. Me, I saw my uncles, some of my dads, I was just like, Then I saw my dad has been sober all his life. Alikuwa anakunywaga kale ka pills na kale kalikuwa amechora simba. Hiyo tu kidogo nini, alafu he was a huge guy like you. My dad was like you. Huge body nini. Alafu alikuwa mkali, and then alikuwanga clean nini, used to smell like milk. Every time ukinusa nguo yake na smell. So I was like, hey, my dad is like this. His brothers are like this. This is what I want to be.
You picked a side.
So my whole life I've just been trying to impress my dad. I just want to do whatever. Then I saw my uncles. I was like, I don't want to do this. My uncles, it was bad. There's one of them who used to vunja everything in the house and apeleka kwa changa. Yani if the wife does not give him some small money to go and drink, ukiru unapata kiti imego missing. Anasema si nilinunua ni vitu zangu.
It gets there.
But gets violent with their families, their kids. Sangine tunaenda kutafuta anko, tunaenda kumukota huko kwa rive mazame leo huko na same kunywa changa 20 bob tunambeba nampeleka home. I used to look at, there's an uncle Omane I used to live with who used to hara in the trouser na ananipatia nioshe. Bro anahara kwa trouser anambia Logino, Loki. Nisema nimeishi kwake. I would wash and I used to be so disgusted. I'm just naosha kitu ndo nikule kwa nyumba umse. Nikajama mimi nijikute nikilewa kiufala hivi. So me always said the day I'll start drinking, I'll be drinking very expensive liquor. Na itakuwa hiyo kudrink hiyo kusahau. You know, people drink for 2 reasons.
Did you intend to ever start, if I may ask?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not really. But you know, people drink for 2 reasons. Someone drinks to forget. Then there's another one who drinks to enjoy. So me, I'll be drinking to enjoy, but that is later, and it'll be like if I put something on the glass like this. This is like plus 100, plus 200, plus 300 G's of something. I'm like, okay, a little bit of kidogo. Hata wewe una feel, wacha. Lakini umejaza glass hivi na ni 10 bob. Kwanza hii inakaa kama moody. Nini chamu hii? Kwa hiyo unaiona chamu inakaanga hivi, changa inakaanga hivi. Unaonje hivi. So me, I saw that and I was like, you didn't see that from your grandparents or other family members?
So you know, my father never drank. So he saw what you saw. Now, me being second generation, there are things
didn't see.
there are mistakes he's made that I wouldn't make now. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Hey, it was kidogo. Yours was something. So, you've gone to rehab, you're coming out, you relapse kidogo, you jaribu. Rock bottom for you.
So for what I'd say is, because I went, like I said, severally, but all through me as a fighter, like I would never resign my fate and say, Sasa to Korea, we are failures now. Many people in that environment are like that, are like, maze, we've ruined our lives. Tuko garage, some guys are tuko garage, maze nikitoka tu kesho maze. Se watajua, you know, because most guys don't go to those places voluntarily.
Willingly.
Yeah.
Amepelekwa na family.
So me, every time I was there, it was like, man, because now I'd start tracing back my steps. Like, yani, you're in a roller coaster, you're not in control. And it started with that first drink you picked again. So I lost control. I find myself in rehab. Within a week, I'm now focused again. And that's how I was able to string school together, like flight school. I was stringing it along. You know, I'd make sure that I'd always fall forward. There was always forward motion. So much so that sometimes I'd go back to rehab, like it's another stint. I'm meeting guys I met before. Me, I'm just about to finish flight school. Them, they're still first sem first year. This like 4 or 5 years later.
Life yake imestop.
So me, I was swimming against and fighting this monster.
You went to rehab for 4 or 5 years?
No, severally within like a span of many
Yes,
years.
you know, nasema yani, so 4 or 5 years, you were going, coming out, continuing.
Longer, bro.
You were in rehab longer than 4 years?
Not mfululizo.
No, I know that. I'm saying like
Yeah,
general.
from 19 to about 6 years ago.
Shoot.
Yeah. And I'm 35. Yeah, 10 years in and out. Fighting, bana.
You really knew what you wanted,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I shout out my family for the support. Of course, I started a very fancy rehab, you know. by the time I was the last one, bro, it was gangster.
Sema mnamwisha siku ingine kama mko kitaka hamtaki wachana nayo.
Yeah. So of course, but I tell people, empathize with addicts. I know it's so quick to judge.
Yeah.
It's so easy to judge. Guys are fighting, man.
Yeah.
Guys are fighting. It's not easy.
Hey, bro, it's not easy. By the time you see someone going to a rehab and willing, and also me, what I realize about alcohol, sometimes si kupenda kwao. There's just this urge that someone is just getting into na unataka tu utoke na unafika. It's the same as the guys for masturbation. That's also another problem that people are struggling with. You're judging alcoholics, where hapa kunyonga ni kama ibada. Whether you are a woman, whether you are a man. Kwanza women DJing. Before alale ana DJ, asubuhi before enda job ana DJ.
And I feel like nowadays it's being kind of celebrated, like the women's
Yes.
side especially.
Yes, women are making it look cool. Yeah, Mazi, you know, you have to kidogo. No, the Bible speaks against it. Yeah, Nani was killed for David. Siali Nini. It was David. In Uriah's wife. See, I'll pull out. Why you guys don't read the Bible?
But I know David was a guy of...
Huh? Is that guy? It's not David. Bible verse about a man. Man pulling out.
But I know
It was Onan. It was Onan. His name is Onan. Yeah, he spilled his semen on the ground to avoid providing offspring for his deceased brother's wife. God deemed wicked and fatal.
Yeah, God offed him, eh?
Yeah,
I remember that story.
yeah.
That's in the Old Testament.
This is the Old Testament. That is Genesis. That's the first nini. Yeah. So, also the other nini that watu wengine watakwambia, ambia watu wa sound waangalie hissing sound inatokea wapi. There's a hissing sound. Ama ni hiyo pattern. Ni pattern. Yeah, next week we need to get the other nini. The other lights that azito hiyo pattern iko na fan in cool, but we'll do better. Chaxi will do better. Chaxi and I watch.
Shout out Chaxi.
Yeah. So people now make it look cool. Even guys, me meet Gen Zs who are like, they even sing it in songs. Now there's another kunyonga. Hey, budu unanyonga. Hey, nyonga is cool. I'm like, eh. Us millennials used to frown about that. Like if someone had an idea.
It was an insult. You're a tosser. I remember it was like it was a way of actually dissing someone.
Yes.
You're a guy. You're a wanker.
Yeah, like if, yeah, you wanker. Like if someone says something wanker, I'm like, don't call me that. Now there's wanker. What's up, man? What's up, Mr. Wanker is in down.
You was wanking? We was wanking?
Wheelie wanker. You was wanking. I was just wanking, man. I was wanking in the other room. So I had a friend. I think I said this before. He's late now. He's called Otuol. That's the first millennial I saw that was addicted to masturbation and he was proud about it.
What do you mean by proud about it?
He'll tell you straight up.
That I'm gonna be that side. I'm
Like,
like
bro,
that.
man, I'm just from, handling my business, man.
yeah.
You're in the club, it's like this, you'd be wanking under the table. Like he was, for him it was bad.
That's a problem. Yeah, that's a
Him it was a bad problem. Like he would come and, we are here, kidogo aende hivi, kwa nini narudi hivi, he's already, you're like, yo, G.
That's a problem.
It's a very bad problem. So what we're saying is this. There are people who are struggling with different types of addiction. There are people who have addiction for
Gambling.
Gambling is bad.
That's a big
bro.
one.
Gambling is bad.
But it's the same concept, yeah? So it's addiction is dopamine
Dopamine shots.
hitting your brain.
Yep.
Nowadays, I've had to also catch myself around scrolling, man. Spending time on TikTok. You
Now,
find it's been an
working
hour and
on
a half.
that. I'm working on that.
And the rabbit holes are sweet, eh?
Bro, me,
Who built the
that's my problem.
pyramids? For you know, it's 2 a.m. You're still looking at who built the pyramids. But
Bana.
yeah, so
Kwanza wale wa Hindi wanapika na helicopter. Ile maglass hivyo.
oh yeah.
Napika tu. Sema helicopter. Mate. Saa 8 usiku.
In fact,
Unajua
they're saying long term, they're concerned about the long term effects on our brains, eh? Because we're taking dopamine like it's heroin, yani, like doses of dopamine on social media scrolling, and then now the algorithm is so good, it can tell how long you've watched this specific reel.
Man.
It customizes the next one for you.
Bro, my Instagram, I always tell people this. Let me show you what my algorithm does. So now if I go on IG, then I go on my FYP page over here. Ni hapa. So let me just refresh. Let me refresh. Video ya kwanza ni golf. Ya pili
Ford Ranger.
gari. Ya tatu barabara. That's like a funny video. There's a movie, something about F1, something movie, football, cars, like that, golf, movies, everything like that, golf, cars, movies, planes, cars again, gym, cars, like it's just that, and then just golf. I'm just like, man, this thing is a scam, man.
Are you a TikTok guy or Insta guy? Scrolling.
Insta guy.
I feel like TikTok, I discovered TikTok relatively late because of course I had to put my platform on TikTok.
Yeah.
But it has the best rabbit holes, man. Instagram is like the dilute version of a rabbit hole. TikTok can take you into the deepest depths.
TikTok is bad.
Yeah, it's
You just know TikTok is bad, it's dangerous. Me, the reason why I don't like TikTok so much, you scroll hivi unapata mtu ametokana tu kidogo, you just find just drama. Me, my Instagram, I'll look at beautiful cars, nice food, golf, whatever, some motivational quotes, And if any other post appears that I don't like, I'll go there and say, do not recommend. Then it will never come again like that one, like that. TikTok, bro, you can't customize.
you can't.
Bro, naingia hivi unapata gashago wako hapo, hi cousins. Unasoma kidogo unasikia wanda, unasoma tuda, unasoma kidogo unasema
What about Facebook?
wachana na mimi.
It has its own kind of this.
Facebook is a village. I always say Facebook is a village. It's a bit calm, but iko na washamba wengi wenye the way Facebook people think. Sometimes hata msana commentini huko anaambia wewe rudi Facebook. Yani the way they think and react to things, I'm just like, ni kama tu mtaa. Ushaona mtaani saizi, for example, if I'm to go with my car in the village with the number plate 666, hey, Jachien,
Illuminati.
yo. And then now they'll stick to it, and then huyu mnyanya atambia huyu mnyanya na huyu mnyanya ambie ule na ambie, so the whole village wako tu ule devil worshiper.
But you're a star. Have these guys approached you?
That's what I'm telling you. No, by the way, kuna email hapa ya Freemason. Wananitumianga ma email hapa.
Are they asked you to join?
I don't know. Mimi naonanga tu hapo na spam. So kama hebu tuangalia hata walituma inasemaje.
A good friend of mine was asked to join, but he was saying when he went for one of the meeting, it felt like a scam because the guy had a B14. So I was like, who's this Freemason with a B14, bana?
Yeah, of course. Of course, hiyo ni scam. Na ziko mingi sana. So now me, I've been receiving some emails, but I've never been really keen with it. And so unaona nimesearch tu Freemason kwa my emails, unaona Grand Lodge of Africa, the Grand Lodge of Africa.
So they actually ask you to join?
The Grand Lodge. No. Wasema, hey, tomorrow's initiations. Hey, walai na wameniandikia tu Obinna. God damn, hebu soma hii kitu. I've just seen. Alafu ameandika jina langu vibaya ati Obinna.
Dear member. No. Oh, this is Grand Lodge, pleased to remind all concerned, initiations will take place on 27th.
It is there in February.
Are these things real?
I don't know. I've never bothered about it. Me, Jesus, bro. Woo.
Shout out Jesus, man.
Ay, mimi. Ujaribu alafu kuja uchukue mtoto wako.
Yeah, it's never that serious, man.
Alafu sasa swali ni, this is what I always think. So niende hapo nipatie nini yenye sina? What will they give me that I don't already have?
It's a good.
What? Because if they are to give me anything, it's just adding on what I already have.
Why are you assuming it's material though?
That's the only thing that people normally want.
What if it's knowledge?
Yeah. Niende kwa devil watchman wanipatia knowledge. Knowledge ya kudu nini? Bro, me, I'm okay. You see, everything I get from now, henceforth, is additional. Provided I can't sleep hungry, my kids can't sleep hungry, they can't sleep outside. We are okay. Me, that was my biggest struggle growing up. See, you remember my story on the podcast?
Yes.
So me, I was just like, my kids will never sleep hungry, and I'm not going to sleep hungry. So every other thing, we want to move to a bigger house. I want to get a bigger car. I want to get a more expensive suit. I want to get a more expensive watch. I want to get a more expensive phone. Whatever. It's just addition. It's not that I can't communicate. It's that I can't. Even if today I'm to get in a matatu, it's better than walk. I walked, you guy.
Because of my struggle with alcohol, some of course of my financial problems were as a result of the alcoholism and being like ostracized. Yeah. So I've also experienced being broke in fact, most of my adult life I was living hand to mouth. So having gone through that, I'm not so attached to things, man. Yeah. Like I would never sell my soul for I will give you $1 billion. Stay with it.
No. You're tricky. Because also after you get all these things, you realize it's not all that.
Yes.
There's a video I was watching yesterday. So yesterday I was playing with, I think I reposted it. Let me see if I can find it. I was playing golf with Silas Jakakimba. And there's a video that came and I was watching it and he was like, oh, you need to find that full video, then you watch it. Let me see if I can find it here.
I saw you patting the one that entered.
Yeah.
That was Jana.
That was just one of them. Mingi sana zilingia. Just I played so well yesterday. Yesterday I was pleased with myself. So this video basically was saying, when you sit down with all of these influential and powerful people, you realize they are not all that. So I'm saying this to say this. So normally when you get all these things that you would sell your life for, you realize it's not all that. Like most of these, even Hollywood celebrities at the moment, they wish they would give away everything just to get freedom and peace of mind that now they can't get. Yeah, because now they've signed deals with devils huko mazee. Watu wamepatiana maisha zao huko kando, watu wakutuze, hey.
Do you think it's literal? Like they sign their souls off?
Yes, you do. You don't believe in those two names?
I used to. I've had a bit of a change of heart.
Why? Do you research on it?
Well, I've done some homework. I think for sure there's God.
No, of course there is God. And if you believe there's God, you believe there's a devil.
I think there's evil forces, but a lot of them are also human-made. I feel like human beings have capability to do both extremely good and extremely evil.
Bad. But why do they do extremely evil? What's in them?
I saw a joke the other day. The third guy on earth killed his brother.
Yep.
So it means evil also reigns inside us. We just overcome it.
No, but why did he kill the other? See, Nani was there already. The devil was already there.
I don't think that's the software, the human nature.
No, they say it's in the human nature, but what pushes you to do good or evil? There's a force that does that. It's just the way for Nini to move, trees to shake, there's a force. You can't see it, but there's wind. So that's what happens. So what is that force? Now, once you figure out that force, now you know what to do. That force, once you know it, Quisha. I'm trying to find this video I played for you. It was Obama who was talking, actually.
Who's the most unimpressive? Because you've met all celebrities in Kenya, especially. Who didn't impress you the most?
I'm in a good place right now. I see the setup. Then mi naongeanga tunaweza sema lakini italeta issue. I think this is a video.
Okay.
Do not let people think you do not belong. Because I promise you, once you sit at these tables, at these fancy places, with folks with fancy titles, and they got a big bank account, and you talk to them, and you go, oh, they ain't all that. Yeah. Right? This idea that somehow they're so special, they're so smart, they're so sophisticated. Not really. They've been exposed. They've been given the confidence of feeling like they belong. But if you sit down and talk to them, turns out they're just folk. Yeah, normal people. Normal people.
Yeah, so basically that's what I was saying. Sometimes the sacrifices you'll make is to make a sacrifice to the devil or whatever it is that you want to do. Go to a witch doctor, do whatever. Then you get that thing you really want to realize it's not all that.
Not worth it.
Unakaa chini unaangalia zile sacrifices you make so that you come and live in a 2-bedroom apartment. It's like,
Not worth it.
it's not. Yeah. But anyway, story for another day. We deviate. So, you are getting into the alcohol in and out, whatever, you're working through it, nini, but you've said through this time also you suffered kidogo ka financial setback. What was happening? Do ilikuwa inaenda?
So, see, because my school extended for longer than it should, I was always, I was a student longer than I should have been. And of course, when you're a student, you're not necessarily making income. So I started earning decently not too long ago. Yeah, so addiction was a struggle, I must say. It took quite a chunk of my productive life. But I would never do it different because the lessons I learned through that process are why I am who I am today. I feel like if I didn't go through that struggle and I just finished high school, joined flight school, finished flight school, I'd probably be a bit of an asshole. I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss.
It's okay.
Yeah. So I thank God for that experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nowadays you don't drink at all?
I don't.
Kabisa?
Kabisa.
You don't even feel the urge to?
Last year, I had a moment where it had been, 4 years and some change. And I thought about drinking. So I took a small peek behind the curtain. By peek, I mean I took a drink. Yeah. And then I quickly realized why I stopped.
And you took a peek behind the garden.
Yeah.
Where were you? And what did you drink?
It was a season of fatigue. I drank, I started with beer. At some point, I ended up with some vodka. But
The same day?
no, it took about a month and a half this season. But I saw my life slipping away again in that short period. But because I had 4.5 years of sobriety, different arsenal of fighting this thing. I'm married now, I have a very supportive wife. Shout out my wife, she's probably watching. So I was able to get my act back together pretty fast. It scared me. It's like you've been in a warm house, you forget there's winter outside, and one day you just said, let me go outside in my boxers. And then the door is locked. And then you start freezing and you realize, oh wait, I know why I was inside the house. That kind of experience.
Interesting. Your parents had sent you to SA.
Yeah.
When you're there, anything happened? Did you relapse? Something?
Yeah, mad.
You did?
SA was wild, man.
Oh.
Yeah, it's my early 20s, man. I was sent to air school alone. Foreign country, no one knows you. Yeah. I mean, sheria.
Na ilikuwaje wakatuma tu SA? Kwani hakuna mandege huku?
So I think one of my friends died here. He had a car accident. And I could have easily been there. So I think they thought it's the crowd that's making you act like this. So they thought shipping me off was a better plan. But I was the problem, man. So I just...
So like, let me work on it. So at SA you also went to rehab in SA?
No, not in SA.
Ulirudishwa huku kapelekwa? But umesumbua wazazi wako sana.
I did. I admitted it.
Have you apologized to them?
Severally. My life right now is a living amends. I've flown them. I did a special announcement for them. I cherish my parents, man. They held me down. And my siblings, I must say as well. Yeah.
Wao walipambana na wewe. Mimi ningekuwa babako ningekuacha South Africa huko. Tricky sana. So right now they're very happy. They're just like, okay, mambo yako iko sawa.
Of course they're proud of how I turned out. Yeah.
Okay. Also at some point you also sank into debt.
I sank into debt? Where is that from? No.
Little birdie.
No, I sank into debt. I'm not familiar with that story.
Yeah, they're just like, huyu jamaa alikuwa na deni kwa bar.
Or like back then?
Yeah, see back then. See juicy.
Back then I had all manner of debts. Even kwa kibanda, kiosk, za fegi, za quarter. There's some streets I could not walk. Because
you just stagger through.
Jana nilikopa East Street So today let me work this other side. And after I come here very confidently, pay my debts, then borrow again by the end of the night. Alcoholism, man. Go to any wines and spirits. The person there has a book. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you've seen. I don't know if you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Madeni.
Mimi nasikia ilikuwa mapero wakakufuza kwa keja.
Nani?
Mapero walikufuza kwa keja.
Yeah, of course.
Hiyo ukiwa 20 hiyo area.
Early 20s. When I came back from SA.
Wewe ishia wewe.
Yeah.
Ukaenda?
I went back to LA. I lived in Savans Quarter. Somewhere here, a place called Trident. Maybe you know it. So I lived in an SQ there. Barely made it, man. There. I was surviving. Hey, boss. I was a borderline urchin, man.
Guys, urchin ni chokora. Urchin, goddamn, was a fancy word. Chokosh. Uzema ulikuwa kidogo tu unaje mraya. Unatanipiga kachwani.
Minus the glue, just liquor.
Au kupika area glue.
No. Me was a liquor guy.
But wewe pia ulikuwa hotero because umepiga hii tei uko rehab, una fall in love na watu wa South Africa, uko kwa rehab. Rada?
You guy. That feels like you've entered my brain. Like, how do you know that information?
We got juice, man. A little birdie. Wala huyu jamaa alienda kupendana South Africa, ameenda kupendana kwa rehab.
Yeah, but that's natural. So in rehab, boss, you're there for 90 days. It's a small space for the most part.
Yeah.
It's very normal. People end up in relationships.
Normal.
It's called, you've heard of trauma bonding.
Misery likes company.
But
Tupendi, man. You see, you know, as we just let's love each other.
yeah, literally, that's how it happens.
Yeah.
Very toxic. Once you leave that environment, it becomes a very toxic thing.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Hey, lakini I think you should start doing talks in. You should think about this. Do talks in companies. Send them proposals to talk to their employees about alcohol addiction, even schools, even campus. Because your story, kama for example, unatoka, una relapse, unashikwa, drunk driving, unapelekwa cell, mara upelekwe rehab, utoke, ufanye nini, flight school umefanya miaka 20.
Gumbaru, eh?
Yeah. You go 2 weeks, ulika 2 weeks kwa nini?
Inda.
Eh.
Yeah. In fact, when Cairo was locked, I went to see him because I know what that place is like, man. Hey, that's hell. If there's anything like hell, prison is hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because of drunk driving, ukapelekwa Inda?
So, alcohol blow, I didn't have money for the fine. I don't have any social capital to even ask someone for 2,000 because by the time maybe I've been caught 5-6 times. I've been bailed out by friends. Guys are chokered. Yeah. I didn't even dare ask, funny enough. You know you've burnt, you know the bridges you've burnt.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did my
bit.
Yeah.
Gari kaenda?
To Stenje. By the time the guy was stopping me, man, he didn't even have to first breathalyze me. When I rolled down the window, it was like, hey, boss. You're driving?
Whiskey River. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
Na smell ki. Ilikuwa barabara gani hiyo?
Before that time, it was when you're coming from town, past railways, as you want to take the dip for coming towards Mega. They used to hide there. So you're coming, shit. There's no reversing. Yeah. Terrible experience, though.
Like a rat in the highway. So how did you leave the prison? Ulitolewa tena?
See, of course.
Parents?
Brothers.
But pia alikuwa amechoka na wewe. Ukiwa kwa nani, what were you thinking?
Now that's rock bottom. Prison is rock bottom, man.
Ulikuwa unakula kwa mruru?
Yani ulikuwa na kula mali yako na uko hapa wewe. Those are the comments, you know. Mororo, bana. Kaba. Umekaba? Aye. Was.
Where?
And then now see me as a chubby guy. So there's a funny story of so you're counted like several times a day. You're counted. You know, when they're counting, the guy gongas a cell, unakaba haraka. Kinara stands, warden comes in, Kinara is the mkubwa. So the time I was covering, but after a while I was struggling to cover. So the Kinara told me, where's Mama? He covered on my behalf. So it was already like you're spoiling the hierarchy because of your inability to cover here. But as we talked to my way, man, I survived. I survived.
Ulipigwa huko?
No, not at all.
Huko mboga mtu?
Not at all. Boss, alcoholism also makes you a ninja, eh? I might look soft, but I'm not soft, bro.
But now you know all of this happened, and somehow you ended up becoming a licensed pilot.
Yeah.
Makofi, man. It ends well, man.
Yeah.
It ends well. It's like an Indian movie. Afro cinema, in God we trust. Somehow you made it through. How was your test like?
So funny enough, the day I ended up in India, what was happening was I'd been sober for a while, and then I passed my final exams for aviation. So I decided to tell myself, congratulations.
That was a congratulations sherehe ya kupita flight school.
That ended up.
Nondo ukaenda up India.
Yeah.
Sa pilot ako India.
So, my last test, of course, very exciting, man. It's like you've crossed. I'll give you another story that ties to that. Last week I finished my ATPL exams.
Yeah,
that's the highest level. Yeah. It's such a load off, man. Aviation exams are very challenging.
Okay.
So when you finish, literally around doing them, my wife can bear me witness. It's like there was a mosquito around me 24/7, just looming. Because every free time you have to study. Nowadays it's not like school, so you're working full time. So the pockets to study are few. I'm doing the podcast, so a very frustrating endeavor, but I finished. So, of course, now when I finished my commercial license, I'm extremely excited, man. Like the dream has finally come alive. I had fought so hard for it. So many of people fell by the wayside that I was in school with. So many of my friends were so far ahead. Full circle moments. Nowadays, I meet them at the airport. We have a great rapport. They've always shouted me out because some of them were in the struggle with me. They saw me in the struggle in SA when we were young. So full circle, man. I love flying so much. It gives me such a fulfillment, A good day of flying is like nothing else. You go to work. It's always dynamic. Taking guys from A to B, you've connected the dots for 100+ stories. The views, if you ever have doubts about, now me, I've seen there are times I move in between Christianity and but I've never gone atheist. But every time I see certain views, I'm like, this is a creator for sure. Yeah. So it's been a very fulfilling endeavor. I love like.
Ugopi ndege?
Not at all, man. That's one of my most comfortable places, actually.
Yeah. Korir hapa na ndege. Korir, read me. Korir hapa na ndege.
You're not a fan?
Hi. Mi fly tu siku hizi lakini bado. Kwanza juzi tukitoka, after we just had the conversation for when you wanna fly in the morning or in the evening.
Yes.
So I've gone to Mombasa this weekend.
Oh yes, I remember you said.
Yeah, I've gone to Mombasa this weekend. And my flight for coming back is midday. Bro. Alafu hiyo ndege yenyu, Jambo Jet, wakatuma kale kandege kanye bamba hivi. Hata ijaandikwa Jambo Jet ka white. I think bado alikuwa ametoa hizo mastika, bado anataka kuzirebrand. Moi International. Hivi. Tulikuwa hivi for 10 minutes. Joto ya Mombasa, hot air, mawingu nini, sasa ndege iko. Alafu sasa, because I was trying to check in online last minute, I didn't get the chance. Even those police guys when I checked in for me, wakaniletea last seat
at the back.
Bro, nimekaa hapa, wale mademo wamekaa hapa na hizo mavinywaji zao. Bro, nimekaa hapa nyuma, so unajua ikikaa hivi saa you can see everybody. Unajua most of the time yuko pale mbele. So at least siko nyuma sana. Hii bro nimekaa nyuma, I'm just like na watch movie lakini sielewi.
And even physics, if you're sitting at the back, even us guys in the front flying, we know that when we're maneuvering, the guys who are most affected are the guys all the way at the back.
Mizigo.
If you're not someone who's a fan of flying, back is not for you. Middle, front is okay.
Normally mi uka mbele, mi uka tu hapo unaingia hapo.
Because you also felt a bit of this. A bit of
ilikuwa
your...
mingi.
Yeah.
Kwanza alikuwa anapiga kakona hivi, nilikuwa mara nyuma nikola sasa huyu jamaa irada. But nowadays I'm not as nervous as I was kitambo. Kitambo was bad. Kitambo my palms would be so sweaty, I would be shaking, I would be looking at everybody. I'm like, oh pilot ako sawa kweli. You know kitambo when I used to pandaka ndege, I used to bembeleza them to give me the jump seat. I sat on the jump seat a couple of times until I got that experience with Silverstone. Then I said never ever. Mr. Kona struggle, wacha tu ifanyike. But I used to get to the plane before nipite na salimia pilot. Niaje? Mkoaje? Mko fiti? Plans a weekend? I just want to know if they have plans. Because unaweza panda ndege na hawana mpango hawa jamaa. Alafu pia sinyi uko sana. Zapata wamekosana hapo wamenunia na buda unaniambia nini? Ndangusha. Oi. Uya buda.
But I have to shout out my pilot fraternity, man. It's one of the most professional environments that exists. With all my history of my craziness, a place that has streamlined me. Boss, we wake up at, sometimes wake up at 3 a.m. You have to be there by 5, not 5:01, not, yani you have to be there an hour before. It's such a disciplined environment. We fly with a standard operating procedure. You cannot deviate. So trust me, you guys are safe. Like, I know when you're feeling turbulence, that's just atmospheric conditions. The pilots are extremely competent. It's a very safe environment. Yeah.
What do you mean standard operating procedure? Kwani wengine wanafanya substandard?
So, you see, we fly with different people every day. So, if we were to go as per the pilot style of flying, Obinna might have his style, Eric might have his style. So the company has laid down specific procedures. We ask guys in this company, we fly like this. And if you deviate, there's private reporting. I can snitch, or they can snitch on me and say, hey, but Eric doesn't do checklists. Eric doesn't do this. So the safety is, because in aviation, remember, they say, we look at human life as precious, yani. That's why we say souls on board. Si mchezo. Like no one is playing with the souls of, you can imagine a plane with 100 people. How many people are tied to these individual people? Yeah, so it is extremely safe. There are so many stopgap measures. Even when I'm walking through security, they're not just screening my baggage. They're also checking my state of mind. If I go there, by the time I'm reaching even to report, I'll already have been snitched on. Like they don't play.
Jamaa yuko sawa.
Yeah. Even as we check each other, like the time in the cockpit, hey, are you okay today? You know, like, oh, the last, are you okay? Yeah, no, I'm good. Because we're carrying souls, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ukiingia kwa ndege wewe do nini kwanza?
First thing in the morning?
No, so you have a flight now, so umeshaingia kwa ndege.
So we run so I'll give you a typical example. So I'm reporting, let's say, departure 6 a.m., double Mombasa. So we'll meet in the briefing room with the crew, whole crew.
When you kwa na boardroom hivi?
A briefing room, yeah.
Unaambiwa ndege yenu inaenda Mombasa?
Yes. Go through procedures for the day. When the captain would agree which sectors do you want to fly, we decide. And then we just check the state of everyone. How is everybody doing? Everyone valid? Do you have your licenses with you here? Are they valid? Have you checked the weather, state of the aircraft? We go through everything. Then we go to the aircraft. One pilot will do a walk around. I inspect all the components of the aircraft. I'll go, because it's early morning, I'll have my torch. I'll go look at the landing gear, general condition of the aircraft. The pilot who's inside is running cockpit checks, the different checks, they're checking different systems, testing their, like there's a fire protection. You're testing that the siren works. You're testing everything to see everything's okay. They say you're looking for the absence of the normal or the presence of the non-normal. Anything that looks
weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have engineers on standby. They come, they sign off the aircraft after the captain has checked. And then we board.
Okay.
As we're boarding, we're doing our paperwork, but we're also listening out for passengers because we have cabin crew. We're listening out, is Obinna Sumboing? You'll always have, kind of festive, you always have guys who are coming and they're already, they've had quite a few. So some of them will say, hey, boss, you cannot board. We cannot allow you to travel. Because you might end up being a nuisance. If you're like this now, maybe it's bado zinapanda. We look at security, we assess who's coming on board. Are there characters who look suspicious?
Unaangalia ngaje au sasa?
Kwanza our cabin crew, they are very good at profiling. Because remember, they're dealing with hundreds of people every day. They know how to tell anything that's peculiar. And then we have security at, yani just a quick call, the guy can come in. If you feel like you want to rescreen a passenger, you can.
Air marshal.
We don't have air marshals, but we have ground security. After every flight, they come in the aircraft, check for anything that was left. Then they have to sign off the aircraft again. We check again, the cabin crew check. All these things are, of course, because of post 9/11. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the protocol around by the time an aircraft is taking off. Behind the scenes, operations have done their planning. They've picked the best route. They've given us the weather for that route. So there's no day we'll be flying and, oh my God, kwani leo nanyesha?
Rada.
Rada. We already know beforehand what weather to expect.
Yeah.
We already know if there's anything strange about the airport we're going to. Maybe Mombasa, the tarmac or the runway on this specific side, it's all documented. So it's a very, very safe environment. Yeah, so we run our checks. After we run our checks, we'll do a PA, welcome the passengers on board. You know, the one you always hear, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning from the flight deck. That one. I always try to give a good PA. In fact, I always say, when we're in cruise, before we descend, I always say it's a privilege and a pleasure to fly you this morning or this afternoon. I'll point out Kilimanjaro. I mean, it's a privilege to fly people. I think is an honor.
Wengine wanaongeanga kama wataki your captain is speaking my 3000 suseme tukusikie.
Where I work, we really try to take customer service a bit above. We try within our capacity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically umetuambia ndege iko very safe mtu
Extremely.
Umekuwa na emergency?
I have, which is rare. I've experienced an engine failure, but we have two engines. So the way we're trained, an engine failure is nowhere near catastrophic. It's
engine lizima?
Yeah.
So engine moja?
One of the engines.
Jesus.
So part of the reason of having two engines in aircraft design is to have a backup. The whole point is backup. Two crew, backup. Everything is backing up the other.
Pilot.
It's backup. Yeah. So modern aircrafts fly very okay on one engine. Yeah. When we go for our simulator training, what we're trained on is to deal with such things. So in the simulator, we don't do it, let's fly to Mombasa. No, we take off fire, failure, depressurization. You're always being just thrown at the hard stuff. So the day it happens,
I've been here before.
It's from memory.
So ulifanyaje?
So we actually have something called memory items. You start with that. And you're doing it in sync. Yeah. Then we just comfortably diverted to Mombasa. There was nothing, no halabaloo, no. In fact, we're going to Diani. Because some passengers didn't even realize we had an engine failure. Till on ground, they're like, "Apa si Diani?"
Jesus! Jesus! Mindeke waikanga kuturbulence hivi kama imelikuwa toka Mombasa. I have a lot of connections with God. I'm like, God, man, you know me, man. you know what I've been doing for you, man. You know me, man. I still got a lot to do.
You know my heart, man.
Those my kids, bro. You know me. I don't want to leave those kids alone.
Do your kids like flying?
Not so much. They get excited. I remember the first time I put my kids on the plane, we're coming from Kisumu. So I'm with my boy, with one of my baby mamas, and I think it was Ada. Ada was very young. So from Kisumu tumepanda ndege kapanda. Then ikapiga kona hivi pale kwa lake. My son started screaming in the plane, ndege inaanguka! Everybody in the plane started laughing. Mi mwenyewe nimeshikilia kiti juu nimeona ndege imekaa hivi, unajua the way they take off, then they take the corner immediately.
Yes.
Mi nimeshikilia kiti hivi, nimejikaza hapa, my son is ndege inaanguka. I'm like, brother, I don't know what you do, man. Yes, you know.
But you're an extremely frequent flyer. The fact that we take off and turn
Yes.
left.
I know, bro. I fly so many
Kisumu.
times, but sijaizoea. Never ever got into. One day I will. I was even thinking I should go to a flight school. You know, I was thinking, I'm like, what? Let me learn how to fly a plane just for the sake.
In fact, when it comes to matters, because when I started flight school, it removed so many fears of heights. Because in flight school, it's a 4-seater. You can see the landing gear like this. Mnatupa like you're thrown around like. So within 2-3 hours of training in flight school, boss, that shit gets out of your system. The fear, it goes. Because I remember vividly, before I started flight school, I used to be very scared of roller coasters. After
So kale kandogo, mi kwanza ndogo mi. Wale wakwenda safari ni Masai Mara. Wacha ni drive. Ile kidogo nimeipanda kamoja kama ako nikitoka Diani.
14-seater.
From Malindi. It was Malindi. Tukapanda, I think it was 7.
Oh, 7 is small.
Tukapanda tukakaa. Hiyo kwanza pilot alikuwa anatupea kinywaji na mkono hivi. Pilot akafungua hapa na tupatia pass it over. Then tulikuwa na wazungu familia moja. I'm the only black guy. Nimekaa hivi. Bro, kale kandege kalitoka pale. Wale wazungu wamecheka, wameongea, wamelala, wameblack out. So ni mimi na pilot watu wangapi? The longest flight I've ever had from me to Nairobi.
In the light aircraft, you can feel every.
Tulitetemeka. Pale wanaambia, relax, iko sawa. This is among the most safest ones. You know the propellers? And I'm like, what do you mean? So wamelala bana, ndege inatetemeka. Mimi kidogo. I don't know, but maybe. I was thinking of going to flight school.
You should.
Bado nimeogopa tu height sasa. Niyo tu. Me, the rest I'm okay with.
I think the you have to develop a trust for the environment first. Understanding that the likelihood of something going wrong here is so low.
Bro, do you know me? I don't get driven by a car. I rarely get driven. Me, Kari akina Munez is an amazing driver. Omosh as well. I have 2 drivers. Wana drive kani kutoka hapa na pale kwa gate. Kama we're going to do something, nini mimi nitakaa hapa nishuke, nini wewe uende na gari peweka parking, nini rudisha, ukikaa nyumba. Me, I carry my drivers, I carry my security. Munez anakaa back left. Omosh same. I will drive because I feel I'm in control. It's safe that way. I'm like, mzee ana drive tu hapa. Zile ma brakes na kanyaga hapa.
When it comes to driving, I feel, especially me now, if we're driving out of town, I don't trust many people to drive me. I want to be the one there.
The one in control. Then also driving is fun. What are some of the challenges that pilots face that maybe we might not know? Because wanaanga kama gods.
So that's a very good one you started with. There's that complex of many pilots. I'm supposed to walk like many pilots. So a lot of pilots suffer from that complex of thinking that you're so important. To be very fair, my fraternity will probably be, it's a job like any other, to be very honest. Like, there's no need for that. Although with the new generation, that is changing. Before,
don't care about
the old
so
generation
much.
used to be called warlords.
Warlords.
These guys used to carry themselves like, Yani, we are flying a space shuttle. Yani, when you see me, you must bow.
It's a Boeing 737.
Boss, this
I've
thing
just landed.
yeah, it's an
Airbus.
Like I said, it's a real privilege. So of course, some of the challenge, of course, now cross-generational issues. So you find the newer generation are stomping out that bullshit, for lack of a better word.
Now ni watu tu.
Yeah, you're a dude. You're at the end of the day, you're just a person. We can exist within the hierarchy very respectfully.
Yeah.
But I think for other issues, of course, fatigue is a big one. In my environment, for example, half the week I'm waking up at 3, the other half I'm reporting at 2. So your circadian rhythm, your sleep cycle becomes completely useless, which now leads to other health issues.
Okay.
Alcoholism.
Okay.
That's, of course, what is well documented. You watch Flight,
I've watched Flights. I love Denzel Washington. So
Brilliant guy,
Yeah, what? I didn't hear you. I'm saying, help me, God.
I'm drunk right now.
Yeah, I'm drunk right now. Yeah.
Of course, there's that. There's specifically about challenges or sometimes poor financial management. Some guys, some guys finish high school, flight school at 22, 23. You're giving this guy a certain amount of money without any financial...
Yeah.
Guys, choma. Yeah.
They burn through the money. Broke again.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are some of them, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Then now you're doing this, kidogo along the way, you meet this beautiful lady. You
My
decide to
wife.
get married.
Yeah.
How do you guys meet?
First
Where
of all,
did
I
you
love
guys
my
meet?
wife, man. If you're watching, I love you dearly.
Yo, bro, we get the point, okay?
Yeah, yeah. I give her.
Okay, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. We met funnily. So me, I started this podcast thing a long time ago. My first podcast was on a platform called SoundCloud. I don't even remember SoundCloud.
I know something.
It was called the Grey Poo Pod, and
The Great Report.
Grey Poo Pod. So it was. We used to live in the same building, so I used to post the audio in the WhatsApp group of that building, and she reached out to start talking. That time I saved her as fan. I didn't know who that was. I didn't know who I was talking to, but I remember once she called and said, "Your podcast is really nice, nini," and then we just used to chat on and off for years. Meanwhile, in the estate, there was this chick. I was dating some other time, but there was this chick I used to see in the corridors that I had. I didn't know it was her that I'm corresponding with. So my eye was, and then one day randomly I see her on Facebook, become friends again, we start talking. So we talked for long, and for years. My life is going on, her life is going on, but we just kept communication. And I think during COVID is when now the communication got consistent and we vibed. I famously went for some training abroad that I chomad, came back. This was now my last rehab stint. And just before I traveled, we'd been talking, and we never stopped. So came back, went to rehab, came out of rehab, started from scratch, went to Wilson, taught for 3 years, we're dating, we moved in together, started building a life from ground up. She was finishing her law school, and a few years later we formalized. Like, we expressed my interest, I proposed to her, and we've been together ever since. I think it's our 6th year now, 7th year, I don't know, 6th year.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's dope.
yeah.
So you've known her for how long?
I've known her since 2017, but I've been with her the last 6-7 years there.
Oh, that's interesting. From neighbor to
Yeah,
wifey.
to wife, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Watu wanaoa advocate huku kwa rich. Ni watu wamesomea hapa mambo yote. Now she's been by you the whole time. I go like, man, let's do this. Would you attribute some of your achievements to her? Your sobriety, focus, kujituma?
The support. I feel like love is a fuel, man. If channeled the right way.
Yeah.
So there's a support that I've felt that has allowed me to be, like, to blossom.
Yeah.
When I was in active addiction for the longest, you're in the Wild West, man. Your family cuts you off. You know, that's something people forget. So you're just in the wild. Yes, you're a farmer, but every time you're interacting, it's punitive. It's always either they're sorting you out for bare minimums, ama you're sumboing them for lock, ama they're bailing you out. So the relationship becomes acrimonious. It's not. So in the wilderness. So the moment now you regain, in fact, sometimes they say the opposite of addiction is connection. When you get that solid connection with somebody and you start building and you actually choose to, like, try and actually honor them, and there's reciprocity, you're gonna reciprocate. I must say it has definitely been a pillar in my recovery and my life. Yeah. Of course, I've done the work, but it's a strong pillar.
That's nice, man. At least now things are looking up. Podcast nafanya fiti. Every other time with Eric. Ulianza ina Brenda Obath?
I did my first Great Pupodos with Brenda Obath. She was my co-host. Shout out Brenda, man. She is also very talented.
Cool peeps. I worked with that Radio Africa.
We did it.
Cool person.
That was also during COVID. I just had the idea, like, I love podcasting. So I put it this way. I love flying as much as I love podcasting. I started watching podcasts long before they were cool, and I was always like, I love this format where it's media, but it's informal. Like today I've had fun with you. You know, it's not, it's very,
So, Lyle, tell us,
95 is when you were born. No, it's very, so I always wanted to start a podcast.
Okay.
And before that, when I was growing up, my dream was always pilot by day, radio by night. Then that evolved now because radio has kind of evolved. So podcast suits me better.
Okay.
So I just tried, we did the Grape Report, we got quite some traction. And at some point, she got a job at, I think she was at Kiss, the mid-morning, mid-morning show. And then when I was rebuilding the time, my period at Wilson where I was earning scraps, I used to even fantasize podcasts. I used to do podcasts in my head at night before I sleep. Because I didn't have the means to like buy a camera or a mic. I really wanted to do it. So the moment I got into my current job, once I finished the training, I didn't even know it 1 month. I started every other time with Eric. And I remember everyone was like, hey, boss, pilots, man, they want a comedian, you guys, you're there clowning, you're supposed to be I'm like, I'm not I'm my own person. So started the podcast. Now those are my two passions right now. I fly and I pod, and I love both. And you've been to my podcast studio, it's in my house. It's been growing well. Of course, I want to take it to new levels. A few changes in my life happening right now, which I can't share right now. But I'm making some very big decisions. I'm not quitting flying, just in case most people will be like, you're quitting flying. But
he's buying a plane, guys. He's buying a plane. He's out of the bag.
I want to structure my life in a way where I can do more podcasts. I've seen what you have here. By the way, I must give you your flowers, man. Like, I came in and I was so impressed, man. This guy has an office, boardroom, a studio, another studio. I look at the number of guys you have, like you're actually creating employment, man. Like,
yeah, we do.
So coming as, of course, not only a bucket list, but also it's inspiring, man, to see what it can be. Yeah,
it can even be bigger than this.
Yeah.
It's just entry level, man.
Yeah,
It can be bigger. Inshallah.
yeah. Podcast out with Obinna by the every other time with Eric. Amazing episode.
Watch it out. This is an amazing one. Yeah. So during the floods, I'm gonna talk about it.
Sure, God.
So this brother's house, munaona venye parking yangu iko ndo venye nyumba yake ilikuwa. So me I came back from SA, man, I found the parking lot imejaa maji. Yeye alikuwa kwa nyumba na maji kampata kwa nyumba. Viti zake zilikuwa zinafanya hivi. Ziko tu every other time with Eric. Tell the story. What was happening? Kwani uko na maji?
So what happened was, I was actually on a phone call in the living room. I was talking to my friend Alex. Shout out Alex. I was having a normal conversation. Hey, at first I'm seeing the floor is wet. And I'm like, hey, it's quite wet. Like, it's happening so fast, right? So for a moment I thought, I'm like, am I on drugs? What is this? So I stood up, of course, hung up the call. I go open the door, my main door, and I'm just seeing water. So what happened was, typically my estate doesn't flood like that. So there's a wall that fell that brought in flash floods. And now because I was living on the bottom of the ground floor and at the bottom of the estate, my house, D1 and D2, my neighbor's house got flooded. So my couches didn't float, but of course everything lower level was ruined carpets. One of my living room tables, now the wood is still how. So we moved. I had to move, but I moved within the estate, different block, different level.
Okay. Compensation for management?
Man, we don't even know where to start.
Gari yake pia float, by the way.
Yeah. In fact, I'm almost, I remember I asked you on my show what to do.
Yeah.
From my consultations, I'm going to have to let it go, man.
You get another one.
Yeah.
It's coming now. That one you have to write off. It's an Audi.
It was a Benz.
It's a Benz. Yeah, Benz yake pia maji iliingia ndani mpaka ikakuwa ferry.
It was heartbreaking though.
Which Benz is it?
E-class.
It's an E-class. No, you get another one. So tumesema tukue attached na earthly things.
Fair enough.
We enjoy them, we enjoy life, we enjoy getting them. But ikienda yende, we get another one.
Kweli.
Kingine ikikuja sawa, hii ikienda sawa, we'll get, because how you got this one is how you'll get the other one.
Absolutely.
And remember, everything happens for a reason. Even there's a reason why we ended up coming for your pod, then you've come for this pod. There's a reason for all that.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming through.
Thank you so much for having me,
I
man.
appreciate it. Just before we wrap up, through this camera, there's a young man right now who's trying to figure himself out, struggling with addiction of whatever sort, or still trying to wrap their head around the objectives and the plans they want to achieve. Waongeleshe. Mimi nikiongea Obinna advice zako mazeni, wacha leo mtu mwingine sasa na waongeleshe, tuambie guys, man, I got this, figured out this and this and this, how to go about it, kidogo tu.
So I'll start by saying, one, if I did it, anyone can do it. At some point, my life was in the pits of hell. I couldn't imagine getting to where I've reached now. It's a miracle. So whatever circumstance you find yourself in, be it addiction or just struggle, provided you have hope for better and are actually making, even in with baby steps, for a better tomorrow for yourself, then that tomorrow can actually materialize. Never give up, never throw in the towel. Sometimes situations will look like, yani, this is over. But you never know. You never know. Just keep forward motion. If you fail, they say fail forward. Make sure by the time you're standing up again, you've learned lessons, the lessons you don't want to repeat. Learn from your mistakes. Recognize patterns. Sometimes it takes longer than others. Don't compare yourself with people and say, so-and-so has left me by so far. Run your race. But where there's life, there's hope. So don't give up. Tomorrow can always be better. So that's it.
There you have it. That was Eric on Obinna Show Live. Check his podcast as well. He has some pretty interesting guests on that one. I'm going to see you guys in a short while with the helicopter. That is Ndeke ya Mudhanga. He's already in the building. Wacha tusikie Mr. Fema amekuja na nini. All right, but for now, Kenya Glamour. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe and get your ticket to come through for the Vurugu fight. Tickets are running out. Usikose ticket yako just because ulikuwa unangoja last minute. Ina last minute. Utashangaa, and trust me, inaenda kukua kubwa. I'm standing in this beautiful space known as Kenya Glamour. What we do is we specialize on making you look beautiful, or better yet, beautifully amazing, with quality, grade A, or better yet, A1 material. I'm talking about clothes. Kama ni luku, Kenya Glamour got you sorted. Because you see manguo za hapa buda, hii si luku ya hapa, hii ni luku imepanda ndege. Suit maidha ndio hii sasa. We are located on Koinange Street, just opposite Kemu Towers. This building is known as Kenya House Complex. Just on the ground floor, you'll just see Kenya Glamour. Ingia ndani. Pitia sema ni Obinna amekutuma, leta familia, leta mpoa wako, akuje tumvalishe vipi.
Unajua ni watu wangapi wanatamani kupata mama kama mimi, mwenye pesa zake, mwenye hela zake, mwenye mali yake, mwenye bling zake.
Meaning there is a possibility that there may be babies somewhere.
No,
there may be.
I pour outside.
Please stand up. Thank you. You are welcome.
Wow, are your walls looking plain and uninspired? Transform your space with premium wall panels, elegant marble PVC with stunning backlighting, and modern floating TV stands. All designed to give your home a luxurious, timeless finish. At Mr. Frames Kenya, we offer top quality designs at unbeatable prices. Whether you're going to a classic or modern look, we've got the perfect solution for your home or office. Call or WhatsApp us today on 0705 759 102 or connect with us on social media. Mr. Frames Kenya. Mr. Frames Kenya, where style meets affordability.
Obinna, you need to behave.
I am. Shauri yake tusimpe.
Check guys.
Ni water.